All right, we going live.
We live.
Yeah.
Word up. Please give it back, cause it's not yours to take. That's my shit. Motherfucking them changes by motherfucking Thundercat.
Hey, that joint was knocked though.
It do. Fam came in with the whole little the Ozzy Brothers bass line,
Yeah.
and he did his damn thing. That and Dragon Ball Durag. Dragon Ball Durag is hilarious.
Hey, yo, yeah.
Oh, that thing. That might said I might be covered in cat hair, but I still smell good.
Man.
Yo, dedicated to the draws, and he's like, yeah, I got cut, I got cat hair, but I don't sneak, bitch. Like,
Man.
nigga,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. So, welcome to another episode of PairANormals, where we just give a normal ass take to the extraordinary. Because a lot of this shit,
I feel like people go too far sometimes.
way the fuck too far to the point of people are just grabbing straws.
I, I'm gonna be honest. I see nothing wrong with approaching things from step one.
I
I
don't.
feel like people skip that and go to like step 12 sometimes.
I already see where you're going with this, and I agree. Let's go. Let's do this. And so, but yeah, so like, we here believe that things there are that things have an order. We like to think
Yeah,
that things have an order.
I
You
like to
know,
think so.
after
I do.
A comes B, after one comes two. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. You know.
Right.
Um, if you don't mind, I'll jump into it. I haven't dug deep into it just yet, but apparently scientists
Please.
are physicists are on the verge of cracking into the fifth dimension.
Yes, y'all heard this correctly.
So,
You said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
if I remember correctly, we as beings are currently of the third dimension. We are third. We are third dimensional.
This maybe.
Right. Fourth dimension.
They just said, what is that?
No, they underpants gnome the whole thing. Step
Straight up.
one, get the underwear. Step two, step three,
Profit.
profit. So, okay. Now, my question is, and while I'm obviously not a physicist, but it is to my understanding that we as three-dimensional beings can't begin to even perceive the fourth dimension, let alone the fifth.
Mhm.
Just because this is on this all we know. This all we got. This is
I'm
only
gonna be honest. I really, because once again, I'm not a physicist, and even a lot of the stuff they do is theoretical now.
mhm.
So maybe there's a way for us to see the other dimensions. I'm not gonna say no or yes to that. I don't have the degrees to actually sit here and say I understand it.
Right.
But what I'm pretty sure is going
But
to happen is we go hit the fourth one before we can see the fifth. We ain't gonna just be out here skipping dimensions. This
I mean, thing is, we don't even know what the fourth dimension beholds just yet. Like, I mean, I was looking forward to that, and next thing you know,
no, we
fifth
got
dimension news at 11. I'm like,
you want the
what?
fourth, like you
No,
living in the past. You want the fourth. You thought this was order, like
no,
we skip that. Now I'm sitting there like,
no.
why? Is that somewhere we're not supposed to see, or is that where all the money is? Like, what are y'all hiding from us? Why'd you just say third, fifth?
And again, it is like, and for those that it's like I've seen it explained the perception of explained like okay, lesser I guess beings
Yeah,
won't even be able to perceive the third dimension. They could us to us. Well, I'm
you
sorry.
did like the whole paper thing.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
like to a
yeah.
second, so a two-dimensional being looking at us is the equivalent of like just looking like looking at almost a line on the horizon for them because that they can't. They just don't. So, what would the fourth even look like to us? Would it appear to be just as that, or
Apparently, it appears like nothing because they just skipped the fourth and went to the fifth.
got it? Cool. There we go. I'm with that.
I'm like, how did we get to the fifth?
I'm with that.
I stand behind by. I'm questioning this forever because
Hold on.
we didn't admit the fourth happened yet.
So, better question here: who's to say that what they're seeing or perceiving isn't the fourth dimension?
Right.
Ha!
Something tells me all of this stuff got to happen in order.
It would make sense.
I feel like they had too many secret societies passing off secret information where people got to do some a very specific way. And then you got to have checkerboard floors. Now, I don't know the recipe. I'm just saying that there was like an order to all of this stuff. I'm certain it's not going to just come to you all willy-nilly.
Mm-hmm.
This is it. It's going to be fourth, fifth, up there until you wherever the limit is. It's going to be in order.
Or you will hope that it is. So again, it almost begs the question. It's like it belongs in the same barrel as what happens to they have this real concern with Area 51. What about areas 1 through 50?
Man, what about after y'all found out 51? I was like, is there a 52?
So
like they just moved everything, like anything important got shipped. Like while they focusing on this one, we gonna be over here.
So I'm still concerned of how do they know what they're looking at is the fifth dimension.
This is what I'm like. How do we just jump here? How do we get here?
I don't know.
I want to see some notes or something. Like, look, this is a pretty big claim y'all making.
I mean, yeah. But it's like
you ain't made the fourth yet, and you just said fuck that. No.
So here's a better question. They've got to know something. What is it that they know? It's like how do they differentiate fourth from fifth dimension? What is it that what were they able to see? So I'm like, so fifth dimension, that's like some Tesseract type shit. Right? So, what is perceived in the fifth dimension?
Jimi Hendrix guitar strings? I think you can see that shit.
Dude, I'm finna look this up. I'm curious.
Because now I'm sitting there like, Joe, that was an excellent question because I don't know. This is...
All right, scientists may have found a portal to the fifth dimension.
Put it back. No statement nothing good has ever came after scientists may have found.
Okay. So this article is dated back to February of 2021. Yeah. Physicists are currently searching for a hypothetical particle. Okay. What are you looking for? We're back here. What are you looking for? Will you be happy when you find it? Will you be unhappy if you don't?
See? I keep telling you,
what?
Looking for stuff. There's nothing wrong sometimes. Sometimes there's nothing wrong. It's all right that I don't know.
It's true, but I'm. What are you looking for? And I'm not really reading. I'm just kind of skipping. I've seen the words dark matter a couple of times.
Yeah.
Are we looking for dark matter? Dark matter helps science explain how gravity actually works. I'm pretty sure Isaac Newton has told us this already.
I don't think he knew about dark matter yet, but
I mean, true, but like, okay.
But he already knew the apple and all of that and stuff, you know.
But gravity, as it relates to us, it keep us from floating.
I mean that's pretty much that's the basics, and I really feel like that's kind of all you need.
That's where I'm at. Like, so, like, I'm not floating and I'm not flying around all willy nilly. So, what else do you need? What else do you need gravity to do? What are you trying to find out here?
Because I'll be honest, y'all sitting there trying to power up the spaceship or whatever, and it's like, why? Our oceans are only 5% explored, and y'all trying to leave. Get back here and fix what you fucked up. See, the problem is everybody got like parrot, like those, ain't enough parrots no more. You're supposed to go outside so your room is clean.
And then you want to go dig up some other shit.
Right.
The surface is, you screw the surface.
Like, we fucked this place up, and now y'all trying to leave. Dog, get back here and fix this shit.
Let's go terraform something else. No. Clean your room.
Right. They got Big Mama. That's the problem. Out here don't know about getting the knuckles racked to see real quick.
So again, they're just trying
about
to
that big though. So you never saw in stores. But she had that motherfucker.
Because it came from a general store in a southern town where the population was only like 400 or 500.
Right.
That's why. Hell no, you're not.
They had that shit.
The leather strap that just hangs, like they don't even hold nobody else's pants. You never seen anybody put that belt on. It's
right.
For sure.
It is strictly for being kids.
It's just there.
That is it. I feel like it was only sold at the little general stores at Goldblatt's.
Gold, yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, that's it.
No way.
It. Yeah, no, we ain't find y'all. You don't find that nowhere else. So let's see.
But yeah, this is what's going on, and as you can see, it's been going on for
quite some time now.
Yeah, I really only came about it a couple months ago. Then I saw the article again. Like, right, this did happen. Right, they did just skip over the 4th. I've really been stuck on that for like days.
What?
The fact that you just skipped 4th dimension.
I mean, they didn't necessarily skip, but I'm pretty sure there's still more of a mystery than we know. Because again, the Tesseract exists within the 4th dimension,
right?
You know, so, and apparently it's a movie about drugs, but still,
this drug you buy.
That was it. It was just
like, okay, fine.
It was just this huge bar of drugs. Like, what is it?
You know, I was thinking this was a mathematical thing, but no, it's just drug bar, apparently, according to this movie.
Yeah, cool. Right. Like,
all right, fine, we'll do that. This gotta get like, your car all over.
This is like, what is this? Easy drugs you buy now.
Man,
what kind of drugs? Drugs.
Like drugs, apparently.
You pay. No, I'm not buying this. I don't know what kind of drugs I are. No, thank you.
This is not drugs, this is Dove. You lied to me.
Yo. I'm also trying to look to see what else. Okay, Google poses the question, what does the 5th dimension look like? What would a 5th dimension look like? Okay. Think of it like when you swim underwater in a pool and there are ripples still on the surface, you'd perceive the ripples as shadows rather than the ripples they actually are. This is how Klein thought of light, having the majority of it occur in the 5th dimension.
Prove it.
Yeah.
Into the 5th dimension to say, yeah, that's what happened.
So you telling me the 5th dimension is shadows?
Like the 5th dimension is nothing but skipping the rock on the like the little pebble on the water, and it's just that. Like, prove it.
No, not the actual ripples. It's your perception of the ripples.
But once again, prove it. Who's been there? Give me some video footage or something. See, people, this really annoys me about a lot of these conspiracies. And it makes me mad because I tend to try to be on the side of the believer.
But
I tend to try to be like, yeah, this stuff could for all I know, it could be an egghead alien dude going around. We ain't been nowhere. We don't know.
But
so for 50% on, it might be the egghead dude, you know.
It could.
I don't know. So I try to leave that room open, and then people be like, no, but then his birthday was this, and this, and they say that shit like it's normal fucking knowledge. Like, of course you know this shit happened. It is like we still ain't admitted whether it exists or not. First off, for you to say, of course you know. So you sitting here talking about this ripple is like our perception of the prove it.
Really, and as I'm looking, like, and you can Google this too. You can Google an image of what they believe the fifth dimension to be, right? And it's like,
give me proof for your statement. It's like y'all talking about world-changing events that will alter history and perception as we know it, and y'all just want to get a pass. We fact-check papers for like whether or not Christopher Columbus discovered America in like third grade or something, knowing damn well people was already living here, and we fact-check that. So we let this slide.
So all they did with this image, it appears, is that in 5D, it's a tesseract that went Super Saiyan. That's about it.
See now, I'm going to Google. We use a Google and we finna share images.
Okay, so the words just to find what I found, just what does the fifth dimension look like?
You do just images or you scroll down?
Yeah, you can find it in images too.
Some colors and stuff. Hold on, see.
Okay, where are you? Let me see. You sharing your screen yet?
I'm about to
scroll a little bit, and you'll see. It's a basic image that portrays 1D, 0D, 1D, 2D, 3D, 4 and 5D. And I can't find my heart. Okay, let's see.
Look like he's kind of.
The first one is the one that I was looking at.
Okay.
So boom. You probably heard me throw it around the word tesseract a little bit. Tesseract is right there, the one that says 4D.
Ideally, the idea is a cube within a cube, which can kind of keep.
Exactly. And that's now being that we're only 3D beings, we really ain't processing that properly. Now you got 5D. Like I said, looks like a 4D cube that went to the 4D tesseract thing that went Super Saiyan.
Right.
So,
like
with that being
some hate on it.
Exactly. It went Super Saiyan and it decided to boss up and flex on its haters. Congratulations, 5D cube. You're the man.
Right.
And this is what 5D is, as experienced by 3D beings. Look, again, we ain't even supposed to be able to perceive this properly. So what the fuck? What?
Well, I keep saying, prove it.
5D, ladies and gentlemen.
It's like, don't just say this
5D.
stuff in a condescending tone, like this is what it's gonna look.
Oh, this is 5D.
Right, don't just say this is how it is. Don't do that. Like, it's all theoretical. Prove it.
A fifth dimension may explain the quantum interpretation paradox. What the fuck is even that? Look, I don't even care about these other different dimensions. I still want time travel. All right? And I want it done. You don't? I kind of do.
No, absolutely not.
Why not?
Okay. We are like 15 years or so behind whatever the military actually has.
Okay.
You mean to tell me a bunch of people that ain't got an answer to nobody get a 15-year head start of fucking up history? I'm absolutely against time travel, 100%.
Okay.
I refuse to walk outside one day and the Velociraptor tail slap me. Like,
Okay.
that's the day you created a supervillain. Like, Joe, everything has to go now.
Okay. I see what you mean. I mean, given that, it's a good chance that time travel exists and we don't even know it.
Some people be like, that's where the Mandela effect stuff come from. That or parallel dimensions.
Look,
Like the fact
so
that somebody was fucking up some stuff and then now we, it's
here's my thing. You mean to tell me, like with the Mandela effect, right? I understand you could go back and rewrite anything and label it Mandela effect. But why the Sinbad version of Shazam? Why? What? What did you gain from that?
Yo, I've actually had a moment to think about that for a while now. Sadly.
You have? All right, go ahead.
I mean, the best I came up with is it was actually Sinbad messing around with stuff, trying to get his career jumping more.
I mean, that's the only thing that makes any form of sense. Because if it does truly exist,
there's no other purpose. I can't think of one other than him trying to social media jump himself. That's the only thing that makes sense about this. Because if you remove,
nobody benefits at all,
right?
Outside of Sinbad at the Sinbad estate, no one cares.
Like I literally took like maybe like an hour on this. Like most of that was trying to think of who else could benefit, and so, I got nothing.
That, and then the whole what's another see the Mandela effect iceberg. I'm pretty sure goes deep. Let's go.
Yeah, you like some of the stuff be like kind of like yo, but then some of the other stuff be like, are y'all really caring? Maybe you, when you read it as a kid, you didn't pronounce it right, like the Bernstein or Bernstein, whichever one it is.
Like, okay, like thing is, because like initially, because it was Mandela effect, it's called this because people have believed Nelson Mandela died while he was incarcerated, correct?
Right.
But we known him to have gotten out and so forth and whatnot.
Right. It was like I could have sworn that whole thing was like a misinformation campaign back then, though.
Right.
You like to keep people off the trail and stuff.
Yeah. So with that being said, using it on that level makes sense to me.
Right.
So what jackass went to say, hey, why don't we fuck with these kids' books?
Like, exactly.
He's like, now we're on the trolley. No, we're not on the trolley. Knock this shit off.
I feel like the Mandela effect is being spearheaded by dude that was on he like the leader from Project Justice. He like the main villain. Because it's like there's no one else that bad.
So apparently the effect effects. Tom Cruise wearing sunglasses in the Risky Business famous dancing. So
dancing, like Risky Business.
So if you do remember the iconic scene where
that's when dude
he's just in his drawers and slid across the floor.
Right. Okay.
So I'm guessing the Mandela says that he either did or did not have the shades on. I don't remember which.
I don't know.
I remember him having shades on the movie poster or cover of the movie. Did he have them on as he slid across the floor? I'm not entirely sure.
Right.
I
didn't watch Risky Business enough to know. I seen it like once.
Right. Let's see. So there's a Mandela effect where It's called Hello Clarice. So I'm assuming this is in pertaining to the famous line from Silence of the Lamb. I don't necessarily remember him saying "Hello, Clarice." I always remember him referring to her as Agent Starling.
That's what I thought, and I thought it got popularized as "Hello, Clarice" for some reason.
I think it got popularized as "Hello, Clarice" because of Jim Carrey in The Cable Guy.
Right.
There was a scene in which he put the lunch like chicken skin, and he's bothering Matthew Broderick's character, and he says, "Hello, good to see you." If I, like I said, me remembering Silence of the Lambs, he always referred to her as Agent Starling. So
Right.
I'm not necessarily sold on that. Apparently, there's Mandela effect where elementary, my dear Watson. I'm guessing that's not the actual phrase, or if he ever said it.
Yeah. I can't remember.
Neither.
I read like one of the Sherlock Holmes books once in like,
I mean,
I want to say like 7th grade.
Some of these things is like,
other than that, is my Sherlock Holmes come from like films, like just so I can't say what he said when I'm certain that the film got some other shit wrong.
Yeah,
like Marvel owns Marvel, and most of their shit is altered.
mm-hmm.
Like if the creators getting their shit wrong, I'm certain when some other motherfuckers interpret some shit, their shit is wrong too. So
yeah,
I can't say what's I'm not qualified to say what Sherlock Holmes really said.
Exactly, and I'm pretty sure like some of these things, like have been taken out of context. Not necessarily taken out of context, but have probably been repeated so often and so incorrectly that we just accept them as law. Like, okay,
Right.
now this one is kind of good. Like the Jiffy Mandela effect. Jiffy, because this is about peanut butter. Now, you remember Jiffy peanut butter being actually called Jiffy and not just Jif?
It's not.
There's a Mandela effect of saying that it wasn't always it's not just Jiffy. It was that it wasn't always Jif. That it was Jiffy at one point.
Like I'm saying, it's not Jiffy.
Not anymore, I guess.
Like, I think I just had some last week, and I swore it was Jiffy. Like I'm just there, like it's not. Like I know I just spread that shit on some bread. Like hold on. Like when I bought it, I'm certain it was Jiffy. Like
you might need to go check your cabinet and or pantry.
No, it's gone now. I mean, it was peanut butter.
But there it is. That was never done. But the fact is, like, to me and what I remember personally, that could have just been a swift rebranding because I remember the Moms Like You Choose Jif commercial. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was the jingle. I remember that, and maybe from then on they started rolling it out as just Jif.
You know what? It might have sold well, and they're like, "This it."
You said what?
I said it might have sold well, and they was like, "That's it. We got our thing."
Perhaps.
Like we found a way to combat Skippy.
So what else? There's Mandela effect, I guess, where Forrest Gump said, doesn't necessarily say life is like a box of chocolates. I don't know how that works.
Probably did.
I don't know. But again, I think it'll just, again, like as I read off some of these things that are proved to be Mandela effect, some of them are, like some of them are just like really, really petty.
Yeah.
Like for what?
So I feel like it's the Mandela effect is spearheaded by the guy that was the main villain on that old game. Well, Project Justice.
I was gonna say I was gonna think like from Doug, like Stewart.
No, I mean I feel like this guy is less effective than that.
Damn.
All right, so walk with me for a minute, real quick. He was what was his name? Something Kurishima.
You talking about from You said from Project Justice. Yeah. Oh, you talking about dude from Rival Schools or actual Project Justice?
Project Justice.
Okay.
He was what he was. He was parading as the evil version of the main guy for a while. He called himself Vatsu.
Okay. What was his purpose though? I don't even remember that. I don't even remember his purpose. I just thrashed through the game many times.
So his purpose was world domination. He went about this by trying to take over one Japanese high school.
What was so special about this? Okay.
Show me how. I want to see the Venn diagram for that.
Again, it's the underpants. No, step one, take over Japanese high school. Step two, step three, world domination. Don't you see it?
Man,
it's complex.
Right.
Yo,
man.
Hey, it's complex. I don't know what to tell you. It's like, what do you got? Moral domination. How do you choose to do so? Gotta take over the school. What? You don't get it. Like you just don't get it. You know. Again, but it's like it's
I feel like this is the same person that's running the Mandela effect sometimes, because some of the stuff I'm like, y'all are reaching.
Yeah. Like it's even one that says about like the statue, the thinking man. Like was his hand actually on his forehead or on his chin?
I always thought it was a chin. That's what like where so much of the toilet jokes came from, like about it.
I'm just saying.
I feel like you can't have the lowbrow humor
without with the hand on the forehead.
Right.
Okay, let's see. We have some. Then they got what? Curious. See again, Curious George. Did he or did he not have a tail? Some of these are just petty. Why?
Take over Japanese school to take over the world. I feel like it's the same person behind it. This is all I'm saying.
Hey, this is the guy in the Illuminati that's inept, but they just gave him something to do. He's like, yo, hey, just go here. Just go change some of this stuff that people think to be true. Okay. And then he just does it.
Why? We'll call it a sociological experiment or something. Just do it. Get it done.
And then another one is like Mona Lisa never really smiled in her picture. I mean, I guess.
Wouldn't it always like the little slight smirk thing? Wasn't it like the same?
Yeah, they making it seem like she had this full on like. No, she was just a little.
No, she was never beaming. Like
that's what I'm saying. So I'm guessing they're saying that it was less than that. I don't know.
I mean, what would have been less? Like now we get into frown territory. Like what's less?
That's where I'm at.
It was already like the lowest point of a smile. Like
here's another one. I think this one is really, really good. Ed McMahon was never affiliated with Publishers Clearinghouse.
Who the hell brought the checks?
Yo,
oh, isn't that the thing? Like when Ed McMahon's money, like
hey, man, that was a great question. Like, who the hell brought the checks? Like, yo.
Like, see, I'm just asking.
Oh, shit. Yo, That took me out real quick. but still, that's like, yo,
Man.
that's a thing that's a little bit all over. Like, you don't see like the old commercials. Like, I dead ass remember seeing Ed McMahon and Regis Philbin in the suburbs, and they passing out the checks.
Right.
These people that really look like they necessarily didn't need these checks.
Right.
Oh man. You said, who the hell passed the checks, yo?
I got questions. That's all I'm saying.
And that's the main one right there. So who the hell was passing out the checks?
Right. I want to know.
This one isn't necessarily Mandela effect. Darth Vader didn't say, Luke, I am your father. It's no, I am your father. I didn't necessarily think that was Luke, I am your father. I think just caught on in other media and other forms of, like, you know, when people started joking. Man. So
I asked Star Wars people and they tell me no, I am your father.
I've heard it.
So I go with that.
Yeah, so do I.
They watch it more than me, so
that's what I'm saying. So I'm not really. I don't care.
Real tears, real quick. I caught myself.
This one was funny because also with Queens, we are the champions. Apparently, some people feel as though they've misheard the lyric and not necessarily misheard, but they're misdialing and saying that he didn't really say, because, you know, if you've heard "We Are the Champions," you probably remember him saying eventually at one point "of the world."
Right.
And he does. I've listened to the song many times. He does, but I think it's people out there like that. They're like, yo, he don't say that. Yes, the hell he does.
Right. Okay. Why do they think he don't?
I fucking don't know.
It's there.
It really is. I've heard it. It's there. Don't fret. Just go listen to it.
It's in one of my Spotify playlists. Like, it just happened. I have a funny playlist I listen to while I'm playing Borderlands games and I shoot stuff too because it's funny.
And "We Are the World," "We Are the Champions" is
it's in there.
Okay, why the fuck not?
So is the Muppets Phenomena.
So the fact that you haven't created like a TikTok or anything shooting things to Phenomena is beyond me, and I need you to get on that shit immediately. Like, I mean that shit. Like, what the fuck?
I gotta figure out, is there a way to just stream live from TikTok or something? You know? Let's see how I gotta make that happen.
Also, this one ain't necessarily all that good, but for the longest, we always called him Smokey the Bear, but it's really just Smokey Bear. I don't really feel like that one makes a difference. Like, it's Smokey the Bear. Who gives a shit? Like, it's not like we're asking this bear for identification anyway.
Right. Caleb telling you stop burning shit. So
that's pretty much it. And I always think this video, well, not video, but the picture is funny of him. He's looking like Uncle Sam, pointing like only you, and he has a shovel. Like,
you gonna body me if I don't?
I'm assuming he's gonna beat your ass. And that's right. What it looks like. The shovel, like, hey, yo, only you can prevent forest fires. If you don't,
I got you.
I'm gonna beat your ass with this shovel. Is what's gonna happen.
Like, you gonna be bloody and naked at Kathmandu.
You hear me? You're bloody naked and Kathmandu.
What I always thought was, that's what I thought it meant.
I mean, why the hell not? So, but again, so yeah, many things are just different out here.
Yeah.
What else we got? What else is going on on the worldwide internets? Still got to catch up with those movies. Like, yo, I know we sat up there last time we was here. We talked about what was that, Bigfoot versus the Illuminati.
Yeah.
What's the other one? Is that a Bigfoot versus?
Yeah, Bigfoot versus Megalodon.
Correct me if I'm wrong. But they were in space, correct?
Yes, they were. Just jump up here, Lee. Damn,
I'm
Jack.
I'm I'm not saying that bodies of water don't exist on other planets. Never been to any of them. But what how does he come how does he run across Megalodon?
Uh, Megalodon was imprisoned somehow.
What was what was the crime like for like observation, like a zoo or something? Like what crimes could Megalodon have committed?
It was some form of weird genetics that I forgot how it happened. It doesn't make real sense, but they basically genetically modified a megalodon over the years, like they did like Doomsday, if you know DC shit, to a megalodon shark over the years.
Why do we gotta fuck with the? Here's a question:
Why?
why are we fucking with the prehistoric?
We can't get it now, right? Why are you fucking with the back then?
That's where you went exactly where I was going with that. You didn't even get this shit together. What are you doing to the prehistoric?
Man,
I'm curious. All right, whatever. Cool, fine. Knock yourself out. It never works out.
nah.
So yeah. So to sum up, we are trying to perceive the fifth dimension.
Yeah,
Probably never will properly, as we are only three-dimensional beings. There's some dude that's definitely with some type of shadowy secret service that can't do anything right. So the only thing he can do is mess with your memories of what things used to be on the smallest degree.
yeah.
I'm so sorry. And when we come back next time, we should have had watched Bigfoot fight a prehistoric, genetically altered fish.
Yeah. Mind control was involved somehow too.
Huh?
Yeah.
We sure?
I saw part of it. I didn't finish it, but I started to watch it.
Yo, I gotta really start scrolling through these Tubi movies. I'm gonna find something that's gonna
There's a
I
bunch.
know, I know it is. Yeah, I know it's a doozy of. I know it's some deals of a pickle out there, and I'm gonna find them. Watch. I do it. I promise. All right. So so yeah. Yeah, because I know I ain't really prepped. I ain't have a whole bunch of prep tonight. Like I said, life has been crazy lately.
Right.
So, but by the time we come back, I would definitely scour the internet for the offbeat and the left, so that we can really get down to the bottom of some of this shit.
Man, just on Tubi alone.
Yeah, trust me, you ain't even gotta look much further than your phone. It's nuts out here.
Man,
So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead. Um, we can go ahead and hang this one up. This has been another episode of PairANormals, and we catch y'all next time.
no doubt. Peace, peoples.
One.